Hey guys, how we doing today? So I know I usually just do shorts with you guys rating my art, and I really appreciate that. This channel has grown, in my opinion, for just a guy that does art on YouTube and doesn't even talk in his videos really. But I want to change that. I really want to start doing some videos to where I just, maybe put on a drawing time lapse or footage of me playing a game, and I just answer your guys' question about stuff. I would really like to get to know my audience more, and I would like you guys to get to know me a little bit more. And I want to really start by just answering your questions. So I have a question here. I believe the name is @DayAwesome24. Sorry if I got that wrong. But your question is, what's your advice on how to draw Dragon Ball characters or drawing in general? What's your strategy on improving? And that's a really solid question. Now, because this is how I got good at drawing, just in general, because I don't just draw Dragon Ball. I draw portraits, like realistic looking stuff and all that. But I really discovered I can draw, and I got good at it, and I sharpened the skill, because with drawing, it's a skill. With anything you do, it's a skill, and drawing is a skill that you can sharpen. And yes, some people have it, some people don't, but for those of you, if you even have it 20%, it's a skill you can sharpen to 100%. And I want to tell you how I got good at drawing. So what I did was I actually picked one character, and this is what I recommend you guys do too. If you, let's say you're very intermediate or you're just a beginner and you want to learn how to draw, pick a character. Sonic the Hedgehog, Ichigo, Naruto, whatever. I picked Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That was the character I wanted to draw, because at the time that was my favorite version of Goku. This was before, Super and Battle of Gods. Like this was back in like high school, 10th, 11th grade, back in 2010 to 2011, somewhere around there. And what I did was I had an art teacher. I had a very cool art teacher. I'm not going to say his name, but he was a very chill guy, and he knew I could draw to some degree. He knew I had some artistic talent, even though I didn't really explore it. So what he did was he said, hey, listen, you can come in and just sit down and draw every single day, put on your headphones, do what it takes for you. However, I need you by the end of the semester to be able to draw something pretty well. And I was like, okay, you got it. So I would come in every day, and I picked Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And by the end of that class, I was so surprised that I was actually able to draw him well. But let me go into more detail separate from that story. I got lucky in that regard, and that's really how I learned I could draw. But I would say, in order to improve, pick one character and draw that character over and over and over again, like I did, because I drew Super Saiyan 3 Goku over and over and over again. And draw Goku, or draw your character of choice, in a different position, in a different pose, different anatomy, doing different things. And that way, you're going to learn how to get better in that art style of the character you want, while getting better at learning how to do anatomy and proportions and this, that. Because that's what I did. And of course, I referenced things. That's something I recommend too, is to heavily reference as you're learning how to draw. Don't try to reference someone's art to the point to where you claim it as your own and try to sell it. Don't do that. But in terms of learning how to draw, I would really recommend that you just reference something. Really reference it and see how that person does it. For example, if you want to learn how to draw Dragon Ball characters, start picking up the volumes of the Dragon Ball manga. See how the man himself, Toriyama, drew Dragon Ball in there. Because yes, of course, there are so many artists that bring Dragon Ball to life in animation, but I think the true essence of Dragon Ball is Toriyama's original 42 volumes of that manga. And his style would change over time as well. For example, if you look at Vegeta from the Saiyan saga to the Majin Buu saga, Toriyama had a completely different style. In the Saiyan saga, Vegeta was, he had a bit more of a round face, he had a skinnier neck, he looked more like a troll doll. And then when you compare him to the end of the Boo Saga, where he has a fatter neck, he has sharper eyes, he's got sharper hair. So it all just depends, I guess, on what era of Toriyama you want to learn how to draw as well. Although Dragon Ball, I would say, does have a pretty universal art style. But that's something I would really recommend. Reference that, and if you want to get better at drawing, let's say separate from wanting to learn how to just draw Dragon Ball characters, something I would really recommend too is tracing. Now, I am not advocating you trace other people's art and then claim it as your own and then sell it. That is not what I am advocating. I do not recommend doing that. That's a scummy thing to do. Don't do that. But for example, I used to be a competitive powerlifter. And what I would used to do was, if let's say I wanted to strengthen my bench, let's say I wanted to go from a 275 bench to a 305 bench. I would get on the bench, I would put 305 on, and I would pick it up and just hold the weight, either over me or just pick it up from the actual bench. And what that does is that trains your body into getting used to that weight, holding it in your hands. Because if you just go for 305 without ever trying it, you're going to fail because you never tried it before, and it's something that's very close to your max. But if over time you just pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, without doing the actual exercise, what's going to happen is your body's going to get used to that. Your brain is going to get used to that weight, and then eventually you'll be able to do it. And that's what tracing does. Let's say you want to get better on anatomy. Well, what you can do is just trace someone who has very good anatomy. Go to their art, trace their art, and just learn anatomy. And then that way, you can look back and say, okay, so this is how he does it and blah, 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 or he or she, excuse me. And this is how this person does it. And, okay, so like if the arm's going down this way, it makes more of a triangle shape, or, if they're more out, it makes more of a square shape, because at the end of the day, anatomy really is just like basic shapes with stuff drawn over it. Yet again, I know there are so much better artists who are more art literate than I am, but I'm just a guy who knows how to draw. I'm just a guy who likes to draw Dragon Ball, and I don't claim to be this master artist. And don't get me wrong, I draw things outside of Dragon Ball, but I'm never going to claim to be a master artist, or I can explain it, because I really don't know how. But I would say tracing is a good way to learn things like hands or anatomy, because eventually the more you do it, the more your brain and your body, just like picking up the 305 weight, is eventually going to get used to doing it. And then eventually you're going to be able to do it without tracing. And that's what you want to do. Don't just trace people's art. Don't just trace it and then, you don't use it as a learning mechanism. Don't have it be your handicap. And that's a way you can really get better on improving. So overall, if I were to say my strategy on improving, pick a character, for me, it was Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Draw that character over and over and over and over again. Use references, draw the character doing different things in different positions. Trace people's good anatomy so you can learn. Trace hands, trace things. It's okay. It's not a crime to do that, because it's only going to get bad if you use it as a crutch. Same thing with using reference material. But every artist uses reference material. Oh my God, like I use reference material, and there are times I trace too. For example, I put myself on a bit of a pipeline doing this for you guys. This isn't my full-time job. And what I do is sometimes if I need to get a hand at a certain position, I will snap a photo of my hand and I will trace it. Or there are times to where, I will just put my hand in a certain position as I'm drawing, and I will reference my hand as I draw it. Now, mind you, I don't really trace all that much. It's only if I need to get a video out and hey, I'm having a little bit of difficulty drawing this hand the way I want it, so I may quickly snap a photo of my hand and trace it. But that I don't really do that. But I do reference a lot, because you have to, because that's what artists do. Artists do reference. And for example, I was listening to one of the Smiling Friends commentaries, I think for season 1, and Zach was talking about Zach and Mike were talking about drawing this episode, and Zach said I needed a, you know, the revolver. I forgot the character's name, but he's played by Mike Stuplasa from Red Letter Media. The character who has the revolver to his head, Mike said, or no, it was Zach said, I needed a picture. I needed to draw a revolver quick, so I just went on Google Images and traced the revolver. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially if you work in a pipeline or if you want to do that to get better. Now, if, like I said, if you claim it as your own and you say, this is my art, even though it's not, or you use it as a handicap, that's when it becomes bad, when it becomes your crutch. But I got a little off topic. So yeah, to draw Dragon Ball characters, just draw them over and over again. Study Toriyama's manga. You know, draw them in different positions to get better at drawing in general. I would say reference things, trace good anatomy, study shapes, study shading, study colors, because colors and shading is a whole other topic. I haven't even really scratched the surface, if I'm being honest with you. And that was my strategy on improving. I mean, my mother was also a mural artist. She's a very talented artist, and she taught me the importance of shading and lighting, and if the light hits you here, then your shadow has to be behind that. But that's a whole other video. But I would say just basic drawing. Like if you want to get good at like, let's say anatomy or shapes or faces, just reference people, constantly draw, like pick one character and just draw that character over and over again. And I would just say do that, as well as reference and trace to get better, but have the mindset of I'm eventually not going to need the trace unless I'm like working in a studio pipeline and hey, hey guys, we need to draw a perfect Jeep for this one shot. Okay, well then I'm just going to go on Google and quickly trace a Jeep because I can't take that time. That's okay. That's fine. Just as long as you're not using it as a handicap and you're not stealing other people's art and claiming it as your own and trying to sell it. So that's kind of my advice on wanting to improve as an artist. And yet again, guys, this is not going to be edited at all. I don't really want these videos to be overly edited. I just want this to be something you can put on in the background and watch or listen to and maybe even get something out of it. So yeah, before we end this video, one last time, if you want to get good at drawing Dragon Ball, just constantly draw the characters, study Toriyama's manga and his illustrations. If you want to get good at drawing, separate from colors and shading, I would say just reference and trace. Although, don't let that become a handicap. You want to do that to be able to fly on your own. And that's going to be my strategy on improving how to draw. Just very basically, because, there's so much more to it. But it's also not as hard as you think. At the end of the day, guys, like anything else, drawing is a skill. And yes, some people have it, some people don't, but drawing really is a skill, and you can sharpen any skills, especially if you do have more of a natural instinct to it, a natural ultra instinct, if you will. But if you do have like a natural instinct to draw, like if you just have that in your brain, like you just know how to draw, that's going to help you, some people are great at playing piano, and that's just their thing. Some people are just good writers, and they have that advantage. But even if you're not the best, drawer or artist, I would say you can definitely sharpen the skills you have, because that's all this is. It's just something you can sharpen. It's a tool. It's a skill. Although some people are more naturally inclined to drawing, you can still sharpen the skills you have for drawing. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know if you have any more questions down in the comments. And, I would really like to do more of these videos in the future. Just something chill, relaxing. You guys can ask me anything. It does not just have to be about art. It can be about Dragon Ball. It can be about just life in general. It could be about music, lifting weights, whatever you guys want to ask me. I really want to do these videos, and I thank you guys so much, and I hope you all have a great day. Cheers.